Hey Sim Racing and Gran Turismo fans, today we are going to take an in-depth look at Trial Mountain from the PlayStation 5's release trailer of Gran Turismo 7. Let's get down and let's check this out. There's some interesting things that we can go over. Okay, so in this first part, in the trailer, we see a Corvette absolutely wiping out. And as we can see from the surroundings, this seems to be turn 1, 2, or 3. Kind of the in-between, more like turn 2 of Trial Mountain. So, once this game gets released and we all start racing on Trial Mountain, we really should watch out for that second turn because it seems like there may be something slippery on the pavement, or else maybe this guy is just a really bad driver, one or the other. Now moving on to the next clip. Of course, we're going to see some in-car clips, but once we get past all of this in-car stuff, we're going to try and fast forward just a bit. Now in this next clip, it really does look like they have fast forwarded to possibly turn 5. And here we can see that it's a very nice surrounding, and of course we have something that I love, and that is a super wide track. 2 lanes, lots of passing that we can do around the corners. This is looking like the track, like the tracks that we are all used to. Now going up to this next part, it really does seem like it is turn 6 or maybe the straightaway between 7 and 8. And why I say that, actually no, I am wrong. There is the tunnel. This is where they are coming out leading towards turn number 9. As we can see, still lots of space to pass, and we get to see that there are some spectators. I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to see the spectators when we are racing. Not too sure if it even matters, but what I would be worried about if you're racing any of those super fast cars is this looks like a very low wall. I really wonder if they're going to make it so that when a car crashes into this wall, if, for example, you're going to be able to fly over and flip over top, or if you're just going to bounce back. You're probably just going to bounce back, but it was just kind of a curiosity of mine. So I really just want to look at the scenery in this clip, but this is definitely turn 7. We're now rewinding back to earlier on in the track than we were before, but we are now looking at for sure turn 7 and then leading into turn 8 up there. That is definitely where the tunnel is. And I remember from Gran Turismo 3 that I used to always wipe out in this corner. And I never used to drive properly and just have the fastest car and go around. But I wonder if these rocks that we see over here are going to be jetting out like they were in Gran Turismo 3, where if you were to crash, you would have to reverse out of that turn and then continue. Or is there going to be some kind of a barrier where you just basically bounce right off? Now, it would be fun to be able to have somewhat real damage so that if you do crash, of course, you're going to be now hindered for the rest of the race. They don't necessarily have to show it as physical damage, but it would be interesting if they could say, hey, your left tie rod is screwed because you just smashed into a rock. That would be really realistic, but I really doubt they're going to be doing that. They never have. It doesn't seem like they ever have, but more like Project Cars 1, where your tires would start falling off. And from there, still super wide track. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a very high-speed track, and I am super excited to race whenever they bring this game finally out. Now, this was my favorite turn. This really does seem like turn number 8. I really like this turn because I could get really wide and then cut in on this track and pass a lot of the AIs who were straddling along the right side. It always seems like their AI has never been perfect, but it would be really nice if you could have an AI system that could really learn on the go and learn on the fly so that it can make it competitive for you and not necessarily be the same exact race all the time. And of course, we can make sure that this is turn 8 because we can see the tunnel right there. Now, this is definitely turn 7 and 8 again, but from a spectator or sky view, and we can really see that even up here they're putting in a lot of detail into this track. Now personally, I've heard of a lot of rumors, people saying that this could be a free roam type of game. If they were to do that, it would be maybe not necessarily in city type stuff, but it would be kind of cool if you could have free roam of the tracks. And if you got like one of those F-150 Raptors and you could climb that mountain and see what's up here, that would be kind of a lot of fun to me. Maybe not to you, but that would be kind of something spectacular to see. Now what we do see here is turn 14 and turn 15. Now from here, what we do see is the track that turns. We've always had that. That's never changed. But one of the things that we do notice is back in Gran Turismo 3 and 4 and all those other ones, everyone, you don't have to admit it, but leave it in the comments. We've all cheated. We've all cut across this. That could get you an extra 5 to 10 seconds. And against an AI, that automatically makes you a winner of the race. And everyone used to cut across this all the time. Well, now they've put barricades along here, so now they are forcing you around this turn. And of course, that may be bad for some people who like to cheat, but for me, it makes it a little bit more realistic and it forces you to actually stay on the track. And that is the review of what we know so far of Trial Mountain. When the game does come out, make sure to subscribe because I will be doing a full in-depth of Trial Mountain whenever that game finally gets released. I'll see you guys again next time.